Hi, women of the world. Welcome to my podcast, Learning to Live for Change, L2, L4C, bonus episode, Crazy Chaos. It is now the day after Christmas, so I hope that everybody had a wonderful Christmas and Christmas Eve, and safely you were able to reunite with family and friends. It fell in my heart today to throw in a bonus episode. Those of you who have been following Learning to Live for Change, as you know, we have been having the episodes Fighting for Fertility. So please also make sure to catch up on those previous episodes. It's going to be the intro episode as well as episodes 1 through 3. We are working on episode 4, Fighting for Fertility, Under the Knife. I'm going to drop 2 Learning to Live for Change podcasts this week. Again, this is going to be short and brief and sweet. It fell in my heart to do this episode just to check in with my listeners and my followers to see how your holiday was and to talk about this crazy chaos. It is absolutely crazy in this world right about now. And through it all, I know it has been very hard. Difficult, if not even impossible, to just push through our day-to-day activities and our day-to-day lives. And that can be anything from waking up and all the things that come in between waking up and going to bed. Working, taking care of family, trying to interact and engage with the world, having a social life. And it's been so difficult the past 2 years. And I didn't want to have an episode where I'm focusing on negativity. And I don't even know if that's really the right word, but I didn't want to really focus on all of the chaos in this world. But you can't help but to, as we come to a close of this year for 2021, for the last 2 years, I know that we all have been looking forward to a new year being a better year. And I'm coming to you tonight with encouragement and to try to inspire all of you women of the world to just keep pushing, keep being motivated to make a difference in this world. As you all know, Learning to Live for Change, we are advocating change for women, and we are making a difference one woman at a time. So, again, even if you feel like you're not impacting the world or you're not making a difference, you are. It could be the smallest thing that you do for another woman, or the smallest thing that you do for anybody. I don't want to just say that you only do it for women. Just humanity, us as humans, just doing for one another, especially a time like this where it's crazy chaos. It is absolutely crazy chaos, So, again, I want all of you women of the world to keep being inspired, keep motivating each other, and keep having hope and expectations. Again, I was very thankful to be able to see my mom this Christmas and even Thanksgiving, be able to see my mom, family, and I practice, being safe, and I try to continue to do things with caution, and I just think we all have to, of course we all want to live our life, and I'm an advocate for that, live your life, but I would still say live your life with caution, and keep an open mind. Keep an open mind of what tomorrow may bring. And never give up on your dreams. Keep pushing through. As I talked about in previous episodes of Fighting for Fertility, this has been one of the hardest past 2 years of my life. This year, and particularly with me, fighting for fertility. And the year before this, I suffered a lot of loss that year. And, every day was a different day. Every day was a day for me to, wake up and say, okay, God, help me push through. And I'm not ashamed to say, days can be a real struggle. And learning to live for change, we're going to talk more about mental health, emotional health, physical health. Like I said, learning to live for change, as we advocate for women, we're going to talk about different things, in this life. So, but we have been focusing on my past journey, which has been fighting for fertility this past year. So stay tuned for the end of this week, because I will be dropping that episode 4. But again, it really fell on my heart this weekend to touch bases with everybody, make sure everybody is staying safe, make sure everybody, are doing things for peace, for your mental health, clarity, and, just understanding the importance of life. Don't take a second of it for granted, because it is important that we are thankful and grateful for every second of the day. And, I want to encourage you, as the new year is rolling in, to find something, if you haven't already, to do that you love. For me, I love, obviously, talking. So my podcast, I like to journal. I love to journal. And we also encourage that here at Learning to Live for Change as well. I love engaging with my family, my nieces and nephews, my friends. I like researching. I like to be knowledgeable of things. And of course, having a podcast, it's very important. It's extremely important that you present valid information to the world. And it is a part of our job as a podcaster, to make sure that we are researching the correct information before we put it out there to our viewers and to our listeners. So there's so many things, tonight, I went on a amazing walk. There's a park that I go to. It's my favorite. It's not really close, but I'll make that drive. I drive that distance to go to my favorite park, and I just inhale, exhale, and I just take it all in. It was absolutely beautiful tonight. Families were out, kids on the trail, people walking their dogs. I mean, it was amazing. So again, these are things that I do to continue to have the peace, or at least find the peace that you can find in this crazy chaos. It is extremely important to the mind, to the body, and to the soul. So check out my blogs on Learning to Live for Change on my website. I do blog about emotions, our feelings, and about how I may be feeling in the moment. It's very inspirational and motivational as well. So while you're finding those things, if you don't have, that you enjoy doing, read my blog. It may inspire or motivate you to adapt a new activity or hobby for the new year. And again, it is important, because you have to be able to have a detox from this crazy chaos, what we're calling right now our world, what we're calling our life. So meanwhile, stay safe. I hope and pray that everybody, again, had a fantastic Christmas Eve and Christmas. And I pray that everybody is looking forward to a new year. And please look forward to my episode 4 for Fighting for Fertility. Again, this was a very spontaneous episode that I just kind of wanted to put out there, because I wanted to encourage and motivate and give all of you women of the world a little bit of inspiration, if you needed a reboot with your energy as we come to an end of 2021. So meanwhile, women of the world, have a great night. And until next time, take care.